Guys, so we got this gas water pump here. It's the NV20 SWP. So let's open it up, see what you get in the box. So it's double boxed, which is nice. Got plastic all in it. Comes with a few boxes of things. Got some of that funnel. We'll open those up here in a second. Got that. Got our guide with a wrench. Dang, it's heavy. Alright, so now we got it out of the box. So let's go to opening these boxes that came with it here. First box that we opened up comes with our oil, the engine. Then it also got another box. Alright. Then it comes with some plastic pieces here. I don't know what they're called yet. So then it comes with our metal cup links with some gaskets. Alright, so let's open up our instructions and figure out what we need to do first. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add some oil to our engine. So make sure it's on a level ground. And then you're just going to simply untwist this right here. And then we are going to use our filter right here, or funnel here, and we are going to pour our oil into here. And this is 10W30, just in case you wanted to know. We'll filter that down. Where we're at, we still got plenty of room. Check to see if you have enough oil. Your dipstick right here, there's a marker on it that says full. So you're gonna screw it in and pull it back out. See if it's got enough. In our case, it does not. So we're gonna keep going. Alright, so now that we got oil, another way to tell if you got enough oil too is basically you're gonna fill it up to the edge of this, and if it's just barely coming out, that's pretty much full. After you have that, you're going to add fuel, and I highly recommend using the non-ethanol kind. Okay, it says that you can use the ethanol kind on this one, but it's a small engine, and we all know that if you're using a small engine, it's better to use non-ethanol. But it says you can use it, so we're going to add gas real quick. Okay, now we're going to pour some gas in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn that, take it off. It's got a nice little chain. So that way you don't have to worry about loosening your cap, you know? And so now we're just going to add some fuel. And it's got a pretty good sized tank. And the good thing about it, it also has a gas level indicator. So you know when it's almost full without, you know, it actually overfilling and then it running out, right? So the thing's floating. So we'll go ahead and stop. So here's our fuel level. It'll float up and down, and it'll tell you how full it is. We're at about halfway, and that'd be plenty to start it and get it going. And then you just tighten it on down. So far we've added oil and we put gas in it. And now let's look to see what the next step is. All right, guys. So now we got oil, gas. The next step is to actually start the engine. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and add our suction and discharge hoses. And so let me go get those so we can put those on. And here, before I do that though, the kit comes with several of these clamps and mounts. Okay, so this is for, you clamp this onto the machine with the gasket, and then you put your hose on, and then you clamp it on, and then that way it just holds. And then you do the same thing for the outlet as well. Then you have these things for actually putting on the hose, that way it doesn't suck up any trash. Yeah, so you're gonna put it like this right here. It just snaps on in. There you go. And then you put that at the end of your hose, and then that way it doesn't suck up any trash or anything like that into the actual pump, or any big trash anyway. And that way you're able to use it and drain. I got our hose here, and so the kit came with attachments that would go to a universal hose. But this one, since it was a pre-bought kit, it came with the attachments and the gaskets and everything. So now all we have to do is go ahead and tighten our hose on. This one right here is the inlet. So at the end of this hose, we're going to put our filter. So now we're going to attach the filter into here, and then I'm going to throw it out there, and then we'll bring it back. Now I'm doing the outlet, and it's the same process. Just screw it on. If we were using the tools with the kit, then we would screw it on, put your hose on, and tighten the hose clamp on. But since we have this other hose kit, then we don't have to. So now I'm going to unroll my outlet hose. And since I actually don't want to bring the water level down in my pond, I'm going to put the outlet right here so we can see it going out, but it's going to go back into the pond. And that way we can see everything. Next thing we need to do before we actually start it is we need to prime this. And so I'm going to get a bucket so we can pour water into this spot right here. And you're going to just pour water in there and it'll fill up the housing. That way it'll prime it. Alright guys, so now I've filled this thing up to the top here to prime the system. And now, this is the moment of truth. So the first thing we're going to do is turn our switch to on. And then we're going to go ahead, come over here, turn our fuel on. And then we're going to turn our choke on for this first couple of pulls. And then got our speed adjustment here. So we got it on rabbit. Now we're just going to start it up. I took the hose off the end there so you could see the amount of pressure that's going through this machine, which is crazy. It's pushing it out. So this thing's got a lot of power. It'll push the water out, as you can see in the video. I will say make sure that on your inlet side, make sure you have a non-collapsible hose. That way it doesn't collapse whenever it's trying to suck, because this thing has some sucking power and it pushes the water out. And it starts up really easy. You can adjust the throttle over here. You can adjust your choke, normal stuff like that. Highly recommend. Thanks guys.